okay. All of a sudden I looked at the screen and I went, we're live. Ellen, we're live. So it looks like we're having a little bit of an issue. Now see, and welcome everybody. I'm Angie. We're here in LDRS Creative for a really cool evening. We're showcasing our brand new Beach Days collection. For those of you that are on Facebook, I see comments coming in on Facebook, but it looks like we're having some Facebook issues. So if you're on Facebook, please go over to our YouTube channel because it looks like Facebook is going up and down. And it looks like Linnea has provided the link on Facebook, so please, No, she provided the YouTube link on our Facebook so people could click on it if they're able to do that. So hopefully everybody will move over. So I'm sorry, sometimes technology doesn't work. But so we're going to wait just a moment till we switch everybody over. You know, it's been a long time since we've had a big technical issue. So
it's not us.
Yeah, no, it's not us. It's not us. It is definitely happening with Facebook. So anyway, super excited for everybody coming in tonight. As you can see, those of you that were here last week, I told you I was getting my hair cut and I had about 6 inches cut off of it. So here we are. I think I lost 2 pounds when I had that cut. So it was well worth it. What's happening here? Highlights. Oh, well. You know, you look in the camera and you go, what's happening? I got this chunk of light. Anyway. So yeah, so everybody's coming in. So super, super happy to see everybody. So we've got, who's here? Deborah Price is saying she's coming in from Michigan. Welcome, Deborah. Wanda is coming in from upstate New York. I almost tried to pronounce your name and I thought, I'm not going to do that right. Lori's coming in from Robert Lee, Texas. And I love seeing where you're coming in from. So thank you for letting me know. Sharon Gullickson is here. She can't wait to see things, especially the new postage stamps. Rita Matina is here from Michigan. Stephanie Sharples is joining us. Is it Line or Line? I'm not sure. Line. I'm so sorry because I'm certain I messed that up. Coming in from Montreal. Yeah, Sharon says technology is not my friend, and I say that pretty often. You know what? I agree. Gotcha.
My friend either.
Who else is coming in? Oh, Cindy Morrow is here. Yay! Also coming in from Michigan. And Stephanie, thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. Sandy Yee is coming in, also from Michigan. Linnea is saying, yes, everybody, Facebook is having technical issues. So move on over to YouTube. If you see me on Facebook, please move to our YouTube because it is going in and out. Teresa Jarvis is coming in from Fremont, California. Hello to Jeanette from Nebraska. Kathy's coming in. Oh, Kathy, that's Expressive Paper. Hello, darling. Corinne Jones is coming in from Ohio. She says, hello, everybody. Lori's coming in from Cartersville, Georgia. And by the way, you're going to be seeing some of Corinne's amazing, amazing Copic work as I show you some of her design team cards. Patricia is coming in from Beeville, Texas. Hello to Barbara Cohn. She says, beach vibes from Bluffton, South Carolina. Let's see. Oh, Sharon, she says, my lady cut my hair too short. But you know what? The great thing is, and this is what I always say going into a haircut, because I always know I'm going to regret it. It always grows back. There's no way around it. It grows back. Oh, thank you, Corinne. Who else is coming in? B is in from Wellesley, Ontario, Canada. So grateful for everybody who is here tonight. You know, it is, honestly, it is like one of the hardest secrets that I have to keep, new collections. I am terrible at keeping secrets. We do new collections every quarter, so 4 times a year. Rayanne is coming in from Myrtle Beach. She said she's happy for this release. Francine is coming in now from Montreal. Oh, it's Scrapbook Central. Hi, darling. Hi, Francine. Good to see you. Heart to Home Crafts with Joanne is coming in from Southern New Jersey. Elizabeth says, beautiful. Thank you. Oh, Wayne's coming in. He is from the Scrapbook Studio in Tavares, Florida, where you can find our new collection. Wayne, make sure you put a link out there. Put whatever information you want out there so that everybody knows where to find your store. What else is going on? Oh, thank you, Wayne. Hello to Elizabeth. She says, hello. Okay, we're going to get rolling. Here's, for those of you that don't know, we do 2 large collections each year. Those are Those usually come out, those are the first quarter and the third quarter of the year. And then we do two kind of medium-sized collections in the second and the fourth quarter. And this is our Q2. So this is a smaller collection. I think we've got 20 new products in this one. The vibe is beach days. It is so wonderful. Perfect timing. I'm actually trying to talk my husband into putting a swimming pool in. Little does he know, I've already contacted 2 companies to get an estimate. So, yeah, I am so excited about summer has finally hit. It is getting warmer here in Michigan. I'm super excited about this collection. I'm going to take you through the entire thing. I'm going to show you all kinds of amazing design team samples. We are actually going to get rolling. And by the way, don't forget, we do giveaways. I have 3 giveaways planned. Okay? We're doing giveaways. We're going to up the ante here tonight. Normally we do $10 giveaways. We're going to be doing $20 giveaways tonight.
Wow.
Okay? Got 3 of them. I've got 3 quiz questions already planned. And they're kind of nautical. Have to do with, with what's going on here tonight. And it's something that I think everybody's going to know. All right? But if you don't, hurry up and, get ready with your search bar. Because we do have some people that jump on it quite quickly, Sharon. What?
If you don't know the answers to these questions, you need to see a doctor.
Oh, Alan says if you don't know the answers to these, to I would say at least one of these, then you need to get out more often. Because they're easy. Okay, so Linnea, did you get that? We got 3 of them coming your way because Linnea is the one who sends those out, and we're upping it to $20 per giveaway this time. So with that said, we're gonna go overhead and we're gonna get started. Okay, so there's my hand.
Is this better?
Yes, is that better? No, go ahead. Go. Zoom in. There we go. Okay. So for those of you that love the postage collage as much as I do, we have 2 brand new postage collage sets. The very first one, this is where the collection gets its name. It is titled Beach Days. Now, for those of you that are wondering, well, where I got the name, obviously it's from Beach Days. But the reason I put together this collection and I wanted it to have a really strong beachy vibe, it's because as I was thinking about it, I was freezing cold. And it was winter. And it was snowy, and I had to have something to warm me up. So we went with a beachy theme. There is some other outdoor stuff in here too. It's not all 100% beachy. Excuse me. But this being said, I'm going to flip these over here. So we've got our layering stencils. There's 4 layering stencils in here. For those of you that are already familiar with our stencils, with our postage collage stencils, you know that we've got 4 of them in here. They're going to layer up absolutely beautifully. I'm going to show you what the result is in the end, but you can see some of the images on here already. You'll note that we have the stencil layering guide on the inside, which makes it super easy for you to achieve perfect results. And, oh, you know what? Sandra Yee says, I think you should only be able to win 1 giveaway per show. That is actually a very good suggestion. That way more people have an opportunity to win. I like that. So, you know what? We're actually going to invoke that. I think that's a really good thing. Nothing.
Every night or just tonight?
No, I think going forward, I think that's a good way to do it. Just because I want to make sure that we can, really kind of spread, the joy and the love out. So we're going to do, everybody you can win a maximum. We're going to do that. You can win a maximum of 1 just to give more people a chance. I think that's a really great idea. Thank you so much for that, Sandy. I think that's great. Okay, then we to go with this, we always like to have a postage collage stamp. All of the images in here are all sized the same as all the prior ones, so that if you have any of our postage collage dies, your stencils are going to work. The layout is going to be the same, and the accessory dies to cut out, like this hand stamp just for you with that beautiful little sand dollar in the middle. This circle right here says, at the beach, life is better. This one here says, what does it say? Express delivery, postmarked with salty kisses, vitamin C, isn't that darling? See you at the beach. Yeah, I'm looking at that one going, we should have done an SEA on that one. Now that I think about it, see you at the beach. Afterthought. Salty, sandy, happy. What do we have here? All you need is sunshine and the beach. Airmail express delivery, sending you salty kisses. Sunshine, express airmail, enjoy the waves. I mean, they're just so beautiful. We've got palm trees. We've got seashells in here. They're just so, so cute. Everything is beach themed. Okay, so these work beautifully together. And what do you get? This is what it looks like. Look how stunning, 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 stunning. So, so pretty. I love these. They're so easy to do. It's literally stenciling. Choose your colors, whatever color combination you want. This one just has these beautiful, beautiful like when I look at these colors, I love this color scheme. It looks like one of our summer skies when we have it's just a beautiful sunset. When you get that purple and that orange and the pink and the yellow, it's just so pretty. So we have the sandcastle, a little hammock here under the palm trees. This one, we stamped over it, which I love doing. I love getting all those little stamps in there. But underneath there, we've got some little flip-flops in there. This one, if you love or love to do even now or remember doing it as a child, you know, when you're building your sandcastles with your bucket and everything. Back when I used to wear a bikini, and and this is where I just want to be. Look how sweet that is. On the beach in my chair with my umbrella. Now, I'm telling you, our design team is amazing. What? What, Alan?
It sounded like you were playing Clue.
What sounded like I was playing
with
Clue?
the umbrella.
What? What?
Colonel Mustard in the
Colonel Mustard on the beach with the umbrella under the palm tree.
Yeah.
Look how cute this is. So I love this. I love showing this. I thought this was so creative. I had never thought of doing something like this. This is one of Corinne's. I think it is like the coolest thing because what if you don't always want to stencil the entire thing? This is just one of the little sections of the stencil. And I mean, look at how cute this is. She dotted on with white just to give a little polka dot on there to that umbrella. Stamped this one right here. I mean, look how cute this is. Look at the little coconut drink in there. Look how darling that is. That makes me think, what show does that make you think of?
Me?
The coconut drink, when they had those? That makes me think of Gilligan's Island. It actually does. Like the coconut drinks. That's the first thing I think of when I see that. I think it's so cute. And then just a little paint spatter in the background. So darling. Here's another one. Different color scheme. So look, between these two. So very, very different color scheme. I just think they're so, so cute. So fun. She says, I like that she didn't make it into a postage. I do too. It just really shows all the different things you can do with it. Check this one out. Look at that. So remember up in the corner here is just the one with the little flip-flops and the little sand dollars. Just different colors. Look how cute that is. Sandy toes, happy heart. So cute. Stamping some of those little accessories. And then these are actually fussy cut out, but they're really easy. They're little. But look how cute that is. I mean, seriously. You can take them and cut them apart like this as well. Darling, darling, darling. Using your stamp set, your accessory dies to pop some of those up. I love stamping directly on to the images as well because that is just so fun. And then getting even more texture. Now this one, if you notice, this one, the way that these are cut. So let me see if I can find, because we have different postage collage die sets. So the one that we're using on these two cards, we actually have this straight edge along the inside, okay? And then the postage part is separate, which is what gives us this background, all right? That's on one of the sets. Then we have another set that gives you all of the individual little postage cuts in there. So you have different options. This card actually combines them. So in the background here, we used the standard postage and trimmed off the bottom of it just to get just on the pink. And then we actually used the one with the straight edge to do the images and trim those out. So you end up with that background of that postage, the postage frame and that postage edge. It's a wonderful way to show how the two can be, I mean, you can use them separately and you can also use them together. So it's a really great idea to have, both of the postage collage die sets because, again, you get different looks and you can use them different ways, including combining them together. So I think that's really, really fun. So this is the beach days. Love it, love it, love it. We do have one more postage collage, and it's called The Great Outdoors. Again, 4 layering stencils. You can see on the back the 4 different stencils. We do have the layering guide on the inside. This one has a lot to do with camping. Now, you could be camping on the beach, so this still works with beach days in my mind. And then we have the Great Outdoors postage collage stamps. Again, all of the accessory stamps that are shaped, they're shaped to go, or sized to go with the accessory dies that come with all of our postage collage die sets. So here we've got everything is camping themed. This one says, oh my goodness, my eyes, I'm a little tired. This one says, born to camp, forced to work. I love that. Born to camp and forced to work. How cute. Adventure mail. Camp, it says camp more, worry less. Pack lighter, go further. Explore more. How cute. I mean, they're just so sweet. Adventures fill your soul. Let's wander together. I mean, they're just so cute. Some of the accessory stamps we have in here, we have this beautiful like black or brown bear. We have this moose that is just darling. The little compass. They're just so, so cute. Life is far better around the campfire. Oh, I love campfires. I just do. I love the smell of them, the heat, the warmth. They're just so fun.
Did you see Lois's question?
What is Lois's question?
Redford, Michigan. Are you bringing these to the Scrappy Chic class?
Ha 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 ha. So Lois, and let me address a couple of things. First of all, hello Lois. So welcome to have you here. Looking forward to seeing you on June 7th at the Scrappy Chic class. I'm going to address that right now. For those of you that don't know we're doing it, okay, we do have this, I do have this in the events page on the website. I'm doing a class at Scrappy Chic in Livonia, Michigan, and it's on June 7th. I think seating right now is very limited. I don't know if they have any openings, but man, I would love to see you there. So if you're anywhere in Michigan or Ohio or Indiana, anywhere that's surrounding and you want to join in, Linnea, if you'll put a link to Scrappy Chic, that would be really, really great. Let people know where they can register. And guess what? The class is going to be featuring this new collection. So yes, we will have this here. I will have all of these card samples there as well. So you get to see them in person. And we're going to be making some gorgeous, gorgeous cards in that class. So I'd love to see you. Thank you so much, Lois, for asking. Okay, so this one, look how darling this is. Who doesn't love marshmallows on the fire? I mean, seriously. What better flavor is there? Okay, here's a hands up. And this is not a quiz. I'd love to know if you like your marshmallows on fire, all right, burned, like on fire. Like I actually torch mine and then I quickly blow them out. Do you like your marshmallows on fire or lightly browned? I want to know. So let me know. Oh, Elizabeth says, come to Montreal. You know what, Elizabeth? I was just there last fall. I was just there. Oh, Myrna says, come back to Florida. I would love to do all of those things. Okay, here we've got actual camping with the beautiful mountains in the background. Now, if you want, however you want to do yours, you can. If you want to make those look like snow-capped mountains, then you can just not put some color, or you could put a really, really soft white in there as well. Oh, on fire, lightly browned. I see, look at this. I wonder, what is the most on fire? Of course, golden marshmallows. My mom burns hers too.
What was the other option?
Oh, Elizabeth, she was there at the class. Okay, well, great. Awesome. I'd love to see you again, though. Terry Daniels says golden brown. On fire. I love it when it says on fire. Oh, very cool. Oh, Elizabeth says, I was there. We met in Montreal. I'm so sorry. You know what? We've been touring a lot this year. We've been traveling a lot, so it's hard for me to remember every single person. But I'm sure if I saw you, I would remember you. I'm much better with faces than I am names, to be perfectly honest with you. Terry Daniels says, how about coming to Colorado? Ooh, that would be wonderful. That sounds wonderful. Talk to a store near you. Have them bring me out. I'm game. Okay. So we've got this gargantuan, lovely moose, which, oh my goodness, I wish we had here. We do have bears up in the northern part of Michigan. I love this little cabin here, and then look at this amazing sunset with that beautiful river going through the mountains. Oh my gosh. Adventures fill your soul, stamping right on, get lost with me, stamping right on the images. Now this one, we have, this one we're showing you, we've got this one backed with the, this one I think was actually cut with the layering die. I think that's why it's smaller than the postage frame. So we probably cut that with the layering die. So we do have coordinating dies as well for layering. And again, so we trimmed this one out. The colors are a little bit different. This one is a little bit darker. This one's a little bit brighter. So maybe this one is leaning a little more in towards the evening. And this one is real bright during the day. So, so pretty. I love it. Look at that little bear. So we've used that little accessory bear, right? And now we've got him going into the tent. That's not where you want the bear to go. So cute. But we've stamped some of the stamps right on the images again, and others we've die cut and popped up. Two very different looks. Beautiful, beautiful cards. How about this one? Look how sweet that is. Adventure awaits. I love this. So, so pretty. Now, you know what we haven't seen in a while? We haven't done it, and I love this. This one we're using, yep, we're using, this is roasting marshmallows over the open fire. We've gone ahead and stamped one of our accessory stamps, the Life is Better, right here. Stamped it on there, colored that up. We've grabbed our moose and our bear. We've grabbed some of our stamps. We've even grabbed the wild, which is from one of our stack and collage, as well as some of our texture stamps. Isn't that gorgeous? Don't forget, you can collage with these, okay? Not just postage collage, but you can do stack and collage. Grab your stack and collage. We've got to bring those back out. I've been focusing so much on working and crafting with the postage collage. I saw this card and I went, what was I thinking? How did I neglect my stack and collage? Because it's like my favorite technique. So I just think this is stunning. I think this is fantastic. In these colors, you could use this for any kind of a masculine card. This could be a masculine birthday card. But if you want to just change these colors up, you could make this for, you know, a more feminine card as well. I love it. One of my favorite cards. Now, we're going to go into a meditative state for a moment. That's what this one makes me think of. Meditative.
Oh, okay.
Look at this card. This is one of Corinne's. Now, before we go any further, I do want to point out we do have a new staple frames die set, and it's called the Scored Arch Rectangle dies. There are 5 dies in here. Each one of these is going to cut on both edges. Okay, so you actually get frames and you have this beautiful deep score line down the middle. There's 5 dies that nest in here, and this is what she used on this. Okay, and she alternated this with a beautiful kind of brownish gray and black until you get right into the center. And again, that's featuring the Scored Arch Rectangles. Fantastic staple die set. In there, she has gone ahead and she stenciled with just this one rectangle in the stencils, and then she stamped and, I can't even believe it, but fussy cut that moose and popped him up here. So beautiful. And then, of course, we have the compass. I just think that is so, so pretty. It's one of my favorite cards. Your eye just zooms right in on that. This was probably the biggest surprise of all the cards that I opened up from our entire ad. You know, we have a team that does like advertising cards, you know, the cards that we use for ads that we like for, you know, for doing these lives and so on and so forth. And I think this one was my biggest surprise. I just think it's stunning. Here, I love this as well. Look how pretty that is. Now this one, we've gotten a little more softer and a little more feminine with the colors. Again, and I think it's so pretty. Bright blue, so we're like in the middle of the day, the bright skies. I just think it's so, so pretty. Cut the pieces apart, create our own little collage. It's just stunning. So many things you can do with these. I absolutely love them. So next up, this is just so cool, I gotta tell you. I wanted to do something really playful. Now, I'm gonna put my hand here just so you can, so there's something to look at. We used to do like character stamps and a lot of stamps that we would color with markers and pencils and things like that. And we haven't done them in a while. And I thought, man, I really want to get back into that. And so I thought it would be really fun to do some that were really playful. And we've actually got oh my goodness, what do we call it when we have three or more? A product suite. Thank you. I'm a little tired. We actually have a product suite with this, but look at this sea shack. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? It's actually underwater. It is actually underwater. Quiz number 1. Quiz number 1. First one to get the answer up there, and it has to be exactly right. I don't want one word. I want the full name. Okay, so you know the criteria. All right. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? You can win $20. $20 gift certificate. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? I need the full name. The full name. I'm watching to see who gets it. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Come on. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants. The first one to get the full name is Barbara Cohn. SpongeBob SquarePants. Congratulations, Barbara. You have won a $20 gift certificate to LDRS Creative. I need you to please send me an email. Send it to customerservice@ldrscreative.com. Let me know that you guessed SpongeBob SquarePants. You're the first one that gave me the full name. So congratulations. We're going to get your $20 gift certificate out to you right away. Oh, I got to let you guys, there was somebody, oh my goodness, what is her name? There was somebody from last week. I can't remember her name right now. Was it, shoot. I can't remember. There's somebody from last week who has written a few times and said, I won last week and I haven't gotten my prize, and we send it. And I won last week, I still haven't gotten my prize, and we send it. And what's happening, if you're out there, is the email keeps failing. And we keep getting a message that says there's a problem with it's a Comcast email address. There's a problem with your email address. You have to contact your provider. So if you're out there and you're hearing me right now, if you have an alternate email address, please let us know, because we are not able to send your prize to you. So if you have an alternate email address, please email us again. Give me a second email address so that we can get your prize to you. What, Alan?
What's her name?
I can't remember. But I'm sure if she's there, I can't remember. I'd have to look it up right now, and I can't look at it.
So if it's not you, don't respond.
Yeah. Oh, it's Marianne Cabana okay, so Linnea's letting me know. It's Marianne Cabana. So if you're out there, or if you watch this on the replay, please, I just want you to know we're trying to send you your prize, but we haven't been able to get it to you. Okay, so, Sharon says, have you tried her on Facebook or Instagram? I have not. No, we have not. But to be honest with you, I hate to say this. To be honest with you, it's not, trying to track people down is not the easiest thing. So we're gonna, let me move on. So maybe Linnea, maybe you can look and see if you can find her. It's not something that we normally do, just because I don't have the staff to try and track people down. But anyway, okay. So we're going to get back to the Sea Shack. So look how darling this is. It is so stinking cute. This is a 4x6 stamp set. If you're new here and you don't know, all of our stamp sets they're all photopolymer, and they're all made right here in the U.S. So they're the highest of quality. They're absolutely fantastic. They're not going to yellow on you. They're not going to lose their stickiness. They're just wonderful. But we have one big stamp down here that, I mean, seriously, look at that. Isn't that the cutest thing?
You gotta put it all the way down.
Oh, all the way down? Like that? Okay. Isn't that just, like, seriously the most darling thing? I love this old Sea Shack. All the seashells. It's just so cool. Look at this. This is like the steering wheel or whatever they call it from a boat, from a ship. You've got the bubbles. We've got the fish. We've given you separate fish here so you can really build on your on your scene. There's separate bubbles in here so you can add those. And then we have your fantastic, your officially awesome, and ahoy matey. It's just so cute. I just love it. And then of course we have the coordinating dies to cut everything out in here. The only thing it doesn't cut is these separate bubbles. So that's why there's 8 stamps but only 6 dies. So it's just not going to cut those little bubbles out because we don't need to cut the little bubbles out, right? Okay. And then we've also got stencils, of course, because it makes coloring easier. Layering stencils, 4 layering stencils in here. We're showing you, what it's going to look like. Of course, you have the layering guide on the inside. Here's your 4 stencils, super, super easy. And what does this look like when you got it colored up? Look how sweet that is. Look how cute that is. It's so fun. I love this. You're fantastic. Any colors of coral. Look at, now we're softening the colors. Look at that. This one we're adding in that beautiful scored arched rectangle die. So fun. Everything's die cut. This one, this is all textured. Okay, so the it's almost like a sandpaper, like whatever the what is it called? The embossing powder is that's on here. It's almost like a sandpaper. It's really kind of cool. It feels like sand. Now here we have stamped, we have embossed in black, and we've gone just right over a beautiful background, just color blended. Really simple, very quick card. Look how pretty this one is. So fun. And I think it's really fun to turn your sentiment on the side like that. I just think it's really cute, super fun. Beautiful bright colors. Darling. How about this one? Look at that. Isn't that cute? This is the wrong image, I just realized. This goes with the next one. But we're going to use this to go into the very, very next set. So what is this one? This one is, because we have the Sea Shack, and now we also have the lighthouse. And guess what? The lighthouse is also under the sea. How cool! Yes, this one is Cassie's. Isn't it cool? I just think it's darling. That wonderful watercolor in the background. So pretty. So now we have the Sea Shack, and we also have the lighthouse, which is also under the sea. I love it. All the bubbles. We've got the seagulls up here. You can see all this coral down here. And then, of course, we have some additional seashells. You light up my life because it's a lighthouse. Get it? Drift, dream, discover, sandy toes, happy heart. So, so fun. We've got dies to cut everybody out. And then, of course, the layering stencils with the stencil layering guide on the inside. And this is what you can create. Isn't that cool? Love it. Love it. Love it. Look at this one. Now, this one we actually have on our, what is it called? Our mixed postage dies. This one we've got, again, using our scored arched rectangle dies, the ones that I showed you a moment ago. And we actually have that popped up onto our pinpoint rectangle. But look how sweet that is. Simple color with your stencils. Die cut it out. It's just so beautiful. Now, just so you know, that center piece, like with the scored arched rectangle die, that center piece here, that actually is cut out there. This is your score line. That is a cut line there. So if you just want to have that outer frame, like we did on this card, then you can have the outer, then don't use the centerpiece. You can use the centerpiece for something else if you want. Or if you layer it back in, this is the look that you get, and it's just beautiful. So look, we're going to angle it like that. The lighting is showing you that beautiful score line in there. It's a really deep score line. It doesn't show up as well when it's straight like this, just because we've kind of flooded this area here with light to minimize any shadows. Look at that one. So pretty. Again, this one is stamped. It's not even embossed. So this one, we've done some basic color blending in the background, and we've gone ahead and just stamped in white. We've got something glossy over those little bubbles to make them shine. I'm not exactly sure what she used, but it is a little bit glossy. It's not raised very much either. So, so pretty. And then, of course, look at these colors. I love it. Look at that little shine coming out, that beautiful glow. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. How about that one more time? It's my favorite one. I know, I'm like a kid. It's just, oh my gosh, seriously, look at that. So cool. Okay, I know, honestly, I'm like a 10-year-old. Okay, so we do have a few or a couple press and foil plates. I love anchors. I think they're so, so cute. I married mine, and
I think that's the other way around. Ball and chain.
Yeah. So we have this really beautiful press plate. It's press and hot foil. Gorgeous, gorgeous anchor. The texture in it is just lovely. And then, of course, the sentiment says, you are my anchor. So here's a sample card on the back. And, of course, we do have dies sold separately to cut out both the anchor and the sentiment. And here are some stunning cards that you can do with it. Now, remember, you can letterpress this if you have a better press, and you can hot foil if hot foil is your thing, or you can do both. This one is letterpressed in white using our hybrid ink. And it is all layered up on that gorgeous scored arch rectangle. So, so pretty. I love that shape. I think it's wonderful, and it's really gorgeous for just about any occasion. I think it looks absolutely lovely with these cards. Now, Corinne blew my mind. She absolutely blew my mind. And she created a porthole with some circle dies. I mean, it's just amazing. We have this beautiful anchor over here. Here's the little fish that are part of the sea shack and the little bubbles. You are my anchor. Look how gorgeous that is. She created a doggone porthole. So cute. I mean, seriously. Oh my God, it's darling. I love it. Here you go. Look at that. Now, if you haven't pulled out your spotlight frames, this is our rectangle spotlight frame, which I think we're almost out of. Or did we just get that in?
I have no idea.
I think I just reordered them. I think we're almost out of them. But, we have the spotlights in all the different shapes. They're absolutely fantastic, really gorgeous and simple for making a spotlight, a focal point. So here we've gone ahead and used, because it comes with the positive and the negative. So lay this over here and you use the center to color blend the background. Use that area just to stamp some of, that one is some of the, that's the coral on the sea shack, the side of the sea shack. And then of course we've popped up the anchor. So I mean, it's just stunning. I love it. And then here we've got, Cassie did this one. Look at that. This is hot foiled. Look at all that. Isn't that stunning? Absolutely gorgeous. Hot foiled in gold. And in the back of it there, I haven't shown you this yet. You're going to see this next. But we actually have this coral reef in the background. That's what that is, the image in the background. And it's in white. I'm going to show you that coral reef because it's amazing. Look at that. Stunning. Okay, so that is the beautiful You Are My Anchor. Next up is this coral reef. Oh my goodness, everybody. This coral reef, this is a large stamp. It's fantastic for A2 cards. You can use this in either direction. It's going to fill up your card. It's so lovely. But look at all of these. Look at all that sea life. We've got fish in here. We've got jellyfish. I don't even know what some of them are. All the corals, just the whole coral reef. This one says, happiness comes in waves. And this one is, every seashell tells a story. Go find yours. Now, this one actually comes with the dies on the back for your sentiments. We do not have a die for the entire coral reef because it's just not necessary. But the dies come, for the sentiments, come on the back. So when you get yours home, make sure you don't throw this out. Okay, remember to flip that over. And notice it says Coral Reef stamp set and dies. Okay, 3 stamps and 2 dies. Make sure you grab those dies. Don't forget about those. But what does this coral reef look like when you color it up? Look at that. Isn't that amazing? I mean, seriously. Look how bright and beautiful that is. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh boy, I think it's quiz time. Let's see. It's quiz time, everybody. Get your thinking caps on.
Wake up, wake up.
Classic TV show. Excuse me, classic TV show. Okay, I need the full name of the TV show. 2 words. Classic TV show with Ginger and the Skipper. I'm going to be looking to see who gets it. I need both words. I don't care if it's spelled right. 2 words, name of a classic TV show with Ginger and the Skipper. Come on! $20. I'm looking for the first one. Angela Dreyer got it. Gilligan's Island. Congratulations, Angela. You have just won a $20 gift certificate to LDRS Creative. Please send an email to customer service at LDRS Creative. Let us know that you guessed Gilligan's Island, and we're going to get your $20 gift certificate sent out to you right away. Thank you for playing. Yay! Okay, who wants to see more coral reefs? Raise your hand. Give me a high 5 or 10. Okay.
You're losing it.
So this one we're showing in color. So this one we stamped the whole thing in black, colored it in with, looks like markers to me. Okay? How about if you don't want to do all the coloring? How about if you just want to stamp it and emboss it in white? Look how beautiful that is. So, so gorgeous. This background looks to me like it's done using not the distress inks, but the oxide inks. Color blending. And we go right over it. So color blend first, and then go over it when you do your embossing. That embossing is just so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, look at how light the coloring is on this one. That looks like dark, like deep into the sea. Where we've done it in black and we did a light watercolor over. Really soft and beautiful. How about that one? They're so, so pretty. And I know we've got even more. I feel like I'm missing some of these. I know I have more. But look how beautiful. I'm going to go back to the color version of it so you can see the difference. Look how stunning. Now here, this one is an A2 card in my right hand. This one is a 5x7. So we're showing you how stunning it is even on a 5x7. Happiness comes in waves. So, so pretty. All those details with all that coral in there. I just love it. So beautiful. Yay. Okay, so that is the amazing, amazing coral reef and dies. Yay. Okay, next up, for those of you that love your puzzles. The new stamp set is the vacation puzzle scenes. So in here, we've got beautiful seashells. This is all about vacationing, like summer vacation, going to a sunny spot, roller skating, because, you know, we do that, like, you know, that one made me think of like when you see like California when Arnold Schwarzenegger is working out on the beach, you know, and people are, you know, going by in their short shorts and you know, those little, you know, mini bikini tops on their roller skates. I just think it's so cute. So I never did that, but just saying. We have a beautiful, I'm thinking that's a sand dollar there, or it looks like the bottom of a starfish. Yeah, you're right, starfish. Camera. Of course, a plane to get there. You've got your backpack, your sunglasses, your watermelon, your bikini. It's just so fun. Ice cream, sailboat. Over here we've got our surfboards, sandcastle. If you want to go snorkeling, it's just so fun. Here's a little coconut cup. It's just darling. And of course, this is going to pair perfectly with the puzzle frames. If you already have these, you don't need another set of these, okay? If you don't have these, get them because they're so much fun. We keep adding more of the scenes to them. You only need to have the frames once, and we keep adding the scenes to them. And you can do beautiful things like this one. Look how sweet and fun that is. I love this. We've even popped up some of the pieces. See that texture? That's popped up, a couple of them. So cool. I love these. You can stamp any of these in any of the spaces, okay? We've demoed this a lot. I'm sure I'm going to demo it again. So this one is using the main frame. And any of the shapes, you can see what the shapes, like this one has a curve at the bottom, so that one's going to go in one of the curved shapes, right? If you want to make any of these shapes curved, you just grab this curve here and stamp it into the rectangle. Okay, so you can make any of them curved as well. Some of them are smaller. They fit into the squares like these here and the sunglasses. Some of them you can tell are rectangles. Some are vertical, some are horizontal. So you get all different, ways of creating and playing. So your card can be done this way. But it can also, depending on how you do your images, you can also have a portrait positioned card as well. What about if you only want to do some of them? So here we've gone ahead, we stamped our rectangle, we stamped our half circle and a second rectangle, and all we did was grab 3 of our stamps, stamped them in there, gave them a quick color, trimmed them with your scissors because they're so easy, the lines are thick, you can't go wrong, stamped a little hello sentiment, and there you go. Look how sweet that is, a little collage. What if you want to do a shaker? Look how fun that is. Now this one, we used this frame, and then we trimmed out the center. You could just do that with a little X-Acto knife. Trim out the center, or you can do it with your paper trimmer also. Just trim out that center. And that's what creates that wonderful window for you. And all we did was stamped the seashells right here, all around on the 2 sides and the bottom. And in the top one, the top rectangle, that's where, remember when I said if you wanted to add a half circle, just add a half circle, and then we put the little boat in there, which is right here. We have our little accessory flowers that we put in the corners, gave it a quick color, and you are done. And look at, she's even got actual seashells in there. Stamped a little ahoy matey in there, and that's from, the ahoy matey is from our, I think it's from the Sea Shack. Okay, mix and match. Don't forget to mix and match. What if you want to create your own collage shape? Again, using these stamps or your shapes here, create your own little collage, stamp your images and create, and they can be different every single time. Use different images, use different colors, pop them up, don't pop them up, however it is you want to do it. It's really cool. How about if you don't want to do any coloring at all? Just grab a handful of colored ink pads. And instead of stamping everything in black like we've shown you, okay, stamp them in color. And you don't have to color anything in. So we have this beautiful rainbow of color going around the outer edge. We've got just gray in the middle, which I think is fantastic. And then we put a little sentiment on the inside. Pulled that in from one of our, I'm not sure if that came, let me tell you which one that comes from. Sandy Toes comes from the Lighthouse stamp set. Everything goes together, it all coordinates. No coloring. So if you don't want to do any coloring, just use your colored ink pads. Super easy, super fun. And again, this is being added on to the puzzle frames that you hopefully already have. And if you don't have it, we still have some in stock. We just restocked them. And you can get yours, and then you can start playing with all the different puzzle scenes. But how fun is that? They're so sweet. I just love these. I just think they're an absolute joy. We are going to be restocking the stencils as well. Those are going to be coming. Those are reordered. It's going to take a little while to get them back in, but they've been reordered. Okay, so what do we have next? Now we're going to go outside from the sand or from the beach just a little bit because I had to have some flowers too. We haven't done a gorgeous, like, you know, kind of antique looking rose in a while, and I thought I just wanted something that was going to be a beautiful, soft, elegant, light, airy illustration. So we have this beautiful sweet rose. We actually created it first as a press and foil plate. And we have the wonderful sentiment that says, "This made me think of you," which I think is just lovely. And you can give it to anybody for any reason. The font is stunning as well. So we did it first as a press and foil plate. And then, of course, as it happens, as we start showing things to, you know, some of the people on our team, they're like, "Oh, I'd love that as a stamp too." So we did it. We made it a stamp too. We were able to add in a couple more sentiments. So we have that beautiful hello as well as a love you. And this is a gorgeous, gorgeous stamp as well. So if you like to stamp, we've got you covered. If you like to letterpress and or hot foil, we've got you covered. It's a wonderful, it's wonderful to have both because you can get different looks with them. So let me just show you how stunning. I love these. You can do them in any color. This one, really simple. You know, put your sentiment on the inside, just like this, or you can write a note or both. So, so beautiful. Those gorgeous, gorgeous scored arched rectangle frames. So we're showing it in that beautiful kind of orange. How about a red? I mean, fantastic for, well, this card alone right here is fantastic for Valentine's Day, or just if you, maybe an anniversary, right? Maybe it's just a 1-week anniversary. You met somebody new. Hey. Now we're going to show you how it looks when you hot foil. This one is hot foiled in kind of a beautiful, I'm not sure, in the lighting, I thought it was like kind of a bronze, but sometimes when I look at it, it almost looks like a rose gold, but I'm not sure it is. The lighting is throwing me. But it's how stunning it is. How about just doing it in black? So it's just amazing. And then this is what happens when Cassie gets a hold of it. I mean, seriously. Oh my gosh. Are you going to get dies and stencils for the rose set? No, we do not have them planned for this. It's hard sometimes with some of the images, you know, to do some of the those accessory things, because if you look at this, we always try and do it, okay? But if you look at the illustrations on here, this is the illustration. It's very, very hard to do stenciling and die cutting when the lines are very, very light and airy and disconnected, okay? It makes it really difficult to do those kinds of things because it's such a loose illustration. And to die cut it, we can't get some of that detail because it would be too thin. And we would lose, it just wouldn't have the structure, and we would lose a lot of that detail. So die cutting is not something that we can do with it unless we just go on the outside of it, which it kind of loses the appeal in my opinion. And then stenciling, we can't get into some of these really tight areas with stenciling. They're just too small to cut those out of the stencil. And so then you lose a lot of that detail. So we always try and do that when we can. If we don't do it, there's a reason for it. But look at this one with this watercolor. Oh my, I mean, that seriously looks real. That looks like you took a picture out of your garden. She blows my mind. Almost upsets me because I can't do that. I just think she's incredibly talented. And then look at this one. How about that? I'm losing my voice. I apologize.
That's not good.
So this one looks like it's, this one is letterpressed. Oh, I can see what she did here. So this one is letterpressed, it looks like, with no color. And then she went in, that's why you see the lines are still in white, because that's the color of the watercolor paper. So this one is letterpressed with 0 color, and she went in and added color between the lines and used a very, very fine brush to give some of the detail to some of those stems. And she's such an artist. Look at this one. Now this one is hot foiled. See that beautiful hot foil? I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if you letterpress or not. You do not have to letterpress to get one of our press and foil plates. If you hot foil, look at this. Oh my goodness. And she's just got, it's just so, I have no words. Look at that. It's such a beautiful bright coral. Perfect for beach days. Look at that one. Oh my gosh. Antique roses, that beautiful, beautiful antique purple. How about if you don't want to color it at all? This one, we've just added watercolor around the outside of it. This one is stamped. Nope, that's letterpress. I can't see it because of the lighting in here, but I can feel it. That's letterpressed in black. We cut right through it with those scored arched rectangle dies, and we just added watercolor around the outside of it, just to make it pop. And it's just amazing. Sometimes, the simplest cards, that you can do quite quickly, like this one, it just has such impact. I just love them. Okay, so that is the first of our florals. The next one, oh my, I love dahlias. And Corrine, I know you sent me a text message earlier, and I haven't been able to get to it yet because I was gone most of today, but I'm going to get to it because I think you sent me a photo of your dahlias in your garden, and I can't wait to see it. So we did delightful and stunning and gorgeous dahlias. Look at that dahlia. Oh my gosh. Now, this is a 6x8 stamp set. We do have a product suite here, okay? So if you look at the lines in here, this one is illustrated in a way that we can do some amazing stencil work with it, and we can die cut this, and we're not going to lose. It's not too delicate is my point. It's a much more meaty illustration. So this one lends itself to both stenciling and die cutting, and it's absolutely stunning. This is a 6x8 stamp set. This is a really big floral stamp. It's going to work beautifully on your A2 cards, your 5x7s. If you like to do square cards, 6x6, 8x8. If you like to scrapbook and you want to have some beautiful flowers, on the page, or create a beautiful background pattern on a 12x12 paper, this is a stunning stamp to do that with. And then, of course, you're going to get 6 sentiments with this mixed font that has really kind of become a signature for us. Everybody loves this, including me. It's a beautiful mixed font. This one says, wishing you a delightful day. You're such a delight. Notice it's delightful dahlias. Hope this brings a little happiness. Thinking of you today and always. Here's something to brighten your day, and here's to a day full of smiles. Okay, so all occasion sentiments you can send out to anybody. We show you what it looks like colored up. We do have the stencil layering guide on the inside of this stamp packaging. We're going to have card samples in there as well. And then we have 3 large layering stencils. You can see how large these are. All right, they're quite large. This, like I said, is a 6x8 stamp set. These stencils are roughly 6x8. Stencil layering guide on the inside of that as well. And then, of course, we have the coordinating dies to cut out all of your sentiments plus your beautiful floral. Okay, so let's take a look at some card samples. Here we're showing it in yellow, which I've got to say, many of you know this is not my favorite color, but this card is just magnificent. I love it. I love the black and the yellow. It is so striking to me. I think this is so pretty. This one is stenciled. It is stenciled, it is die cut, and then we have framed it. So this is all done, placed on the pinpoint rectangle in the background in white. And then we used one of the frames from the scored arched rectangles in black just to give you a focal point. I think it's the gorgeous card. So, so cool. How about this one? Look how pretty that is. Now this one is heat embossed, and this is almost done in, I'm not sure what color. It looks, wish I could get it. It almost looks copper. And then very, very lightly stenciled. And of course, maybe that one's a rose gold. It almost looks copper to me. But this, again, in the background, this beautiful frame. That one is done with like a rose gold. So, so pretty. That's what it looks like to me anyway. Gorgeous. And we have the white in the center, but it gives you a beautiful focal point. This one, we have the image where we trimmed it. Placed it on the corner here, trimmed it, and then used, what we cut off on the other side. So you split the one image. Gorgeous. So luscious. How about that? Oh my gosh. Look at that. Again, framed with the amazing scored arched rectangles. Love it. I think on screen these almost look red. They're actually more pink, like a raspberry pink. I don't know if that's coming across on the camera or not. How about purple? Oh! I mean, these could literally be any color you want them to be. And look at that midnight background, that beautiful black background. This one is die cut. It is popped up. We have the edges trimmed off of it. That black background makes it really, really pop. And how about watercolored? Cassie, Cassie, Cassie. Now, I got to point something out here because this is like rockin' cool. She actually stamped the sentiment right over the image that she watercolored. I mean, you talk about daring and confident. She stamped it right over that image. She did it in black. She heat embossed it. And then she die cut that sentiment right out of the flower. She die cut it with the coordinating die. And then she die cut that with that same die a few times just out of, I'm guessing, white paper. Layered those up together and popped it up on the page. And it comes right up out of the card. That is the dimension, and it's lined up so perfectly so you see the flowers back there behind that sentiment. It's just stunning. I absolutely love it. Yeah, she says, you mean terrifying. No, I'm going to go with confident and daring. I just love it. She's spectacular. She's so good, so talented, and she's such a sweetheart too. All right, everybody, we've got one more, don't we?
Question?
Oh, we do. We have one more question before we're done. Okay. This is a one-word answer. Okay, one-word answer. A famous fictional sailor who eats his spinach. Give me his name. Go. I eats me spinach. One word answer. First one to get it wins $20. Come on, everybody. Popeye. Joyce got it. Joyce Crail got it. Popeye.
Oh,
Congratulations, Joyce. I need you please to send an email to customerservice@ldrscreative.com. Let me know that you guessed Popeye, and we're going to send $20 gift certificate to you right away. Alan, will you switch the camera back to me?
Sure.
Yay! Congratulations! Thank you, everybody, for playing along. I love singing. It's like Popeye, 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 Popeye. So fun. Oh, so we had 3 different winners tonight. I think that was a fantastic suggestion, by the way, Sandy. I think that's really, really good. I think it makes it really fun, and we'll get different winners every night, and it'll be really cool. So, super excited. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you, everybody, for playing along. Congratulations to the winners. I hope you guys really, I am what I am, Lynn says. I am what I am. Oh, boy. I really hope you guys enjoyed this collection. It is by far one of my favorites, my most favorites that I've done in a very, very long, long time. I do love them all. I mean, if I didn't, if I didn't, I wouldn't be enjoying my job. And I am so lucky to have a job that I absolutely love. I mean, most of the time, it's not even work. But I really do love this collection. I hope you guys do too. Everything is available at our website, but I do always encourage you to go to your favorite local store. There's a lot of retail stores that are stocking this collection, and I would really, really love for you guys to visit them, support them. They really, are very important in this industry. They keep this industry going. So it's really important. They're important to us, and I want to make sure that they're important to you and that you guys have, your favorite craft store in your neighborhood, in your area for a long time. So please shop there first, okay? Everybody, thank you for joining tonight. It was an absolute joy. I will be back, we will be back next weekend. Actually, come to think of it, we're doing another live tomorrow night. We have a Facebook Live tomorrow night. It's actually a craft along, and it's with Cobblestone Creek Studios. They are located in Oregon, and Leslie Rodriguez, she is the owner of that store. She's going to be joining in tomorrow night. We're starting, it's 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be on our Facebook, on our YouTube, and it's also going to be on Cobblestone Creek's Facebook. So give them a shout out, take a look at that. If you go to our YouTube channel, you can actually click a reminder for it. And I'd love to see you. We're going to be crafting tomorrow night together, she and I. And we're going to be using the You Are My Anchor. So that's going to be a lot of fun. One last reminder for June 7th at Scrappy Chic. If you have not already registered and you're close enough to give it a drive, or if you want to fly in or bus it in, train it in, however you want to get there, I would love to see you. I think she's almost at capacity, but there might still be some spots left. So Linnea, if you want to give a quick link up for that, that would be great too. And I would love to see you guys at Scrappy Chic. That's going to be June 7th. They're in Livonia, Michigan. Gail is asking, do the postage collage stencils also work with the waffle flower postage dies? They were not designed to. We did not consider their designs when we were designing ours. So my answer would have to be probably not, just because we would have had to really, cue in on the size of things, and we have our own line of it. So, but I will tell you, we have multiple postage collage die sets, and they all mix and match. All of your stencils are going to mix and match with it as well. So it's a really, really great line. And I think you're going to love it. So is there any other questions here that I need to answer? Alrighty. So yeah, don't forget, tomorrow night, back here, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to do a craft along with Leslie at Cobblestone. So hopefully I will see you guys there tomorrow night. If I don't, then we'll be back here next Thursday. So have a fantastic evening, and until next